What is the number one thing that all authors on KDP have in common? Well, I'm going to tell you the answer to that now, and that is branding. And in today's video, we're going to go over what branding is and why it is so important in taking your KDP business to that next level. So if you haven't been here before, my name is Rory and I run this channel here. And as always, before we get into this video, can I ask you guys to smash that like and subscribe button? So we're going to kick it off straight away. And what is branding? What is the definition of branding? Well, in short, branding is just a way for consumers and clients to recognise a product by you and really know what to expect when they go to your product, go and buy one of your products. And this could possibly be through a logo or a style of art. And the way I could think about it with KDP is that you could get styles with the covers that people could recognise and go back to, and you could also get the same with interiors, a style of interior that this author will particularly make that people will recognise and again will go back to. And like I said, it can allow people to go back and buy other products made by you, whether this be in the book industry or whatever industry it can be. And it can be within any industry that branding is important, like Coca-Cola, well, their brand is that red and white with that white logo that people will recognise, and well, they'll go back and buy other products made by them because they know it's a well-established brand and they like the other products, so they'll go and buy different sorts of products. And the way I could think of it with colouring books, for example, well, I could think of if they're creating a colouring book in a particular niche, in an animal niche, well, then they could then take that into a tractor niche, creating colouring books on tractors or creating colouring books on flowers. So they've created that one book on animals that is doing really well and people can recognise that style by, and then they can go back and buy your colouring book on flowers and then buy your colouring book on tractors as well. And what it can also do is it can make people feel attached to the brand and like they're helping out a company by buying products made by you. They can also gain like a collection of your products, and people love that sort of thing because it does feel like they're supporting your company, your brand in whatever it is. It isn't just in KDP, it's in whatever sort of business. So we've had a little chat about what branding is, why is it important to all businesses, and let's go over a couple of KDP authors that I really feel have nailed that branding thinking and how you can take some tips from them in, well, taking your KDP business to the next level. So to start off with, we have Mantracraft, and really I love their brand. It's easily recognisable when you search up colouring books. It's one of the top ones that come up, and well, I'm sure you guys can recognise the brand as well. So you can see a lot of bright colours, and the thing that I'm noticing throughout the books is it has this bar across the top throughout all these books that says new and expanded, and it looks like a common theme when I'm looking at all of these books is across all of them, and that is as well, that's a sort of branding if you're putting this throughout your book and people can recognise that gold and yellow bar at the top across your books. And also, well, you can recognise the branding in their style of art. It's all the same style, the way the books are made, the colours that are used, these yellows, oranges, goldens with these reds, greens. It's just easily recognisable. And they also have created a brand through their logo here. As you can see, Mantracraft, it is put on all their books in this same font, which is vital. That's also a main thing, putting like the same font throughout your books. Well, that is also a form of branding, because if it's a font that isn't used massively in the KDP business and is used throughout all your books that are selling well, people will be able to recognise that font and think, oh, I know where that font comes from. It comes from the author Rory Marles or whatever it is. And yes, like I said, you can see all the different books he has here, but yet they all have that similarity in the colours and that golden bar and the logo they have. Another favourite of mine is Jess Valinsky. As you can see, again, you can see the branding within their colours as well, with the pinks, the purples and the yellows. It's hard to pinpoint what colours they're using, but you can just tell, you look at it, you can just tell by the style, again with the font as well. And it's almost more like rainbowy colours. And even when you're looking at this Christmas book, it's completely different colours to all the rest. Yet, you can see and you could recognise that it's by Jess Valinsky just by the style it is made. And also, she has also once again added her logo, her name in the bottom of these books, which again makes people recognise. And also the great thing about branding as well, you can imagine if a friend buys it and some people go over to their house and they see this book on the table and they think, oh, who is that by? I really like that colouring book, and it has on the front Jess Valinsky. Well, people are going to go back and search up the name Jess Valinsky and possibly go buy some of her products. Another favourite of mine is Joanna Basford. And well, her branding, it's hard to pinpoint as much, but yet you can recognise it. And the branding that I see is there's more intricate designs. When you look at her, she's using images with like very intricate designs. And also the thing I'm recognising is she's doing this style where she's got all her artist prints on the outside, all her colouring images on the outside, and in the middle she's got like a circle where she puts the text. And again, I could recognise all of these books to their particular author very, very easily. And one thing you may also be able to recognise is every single one of these styles of colouring books is different. It's completely different. I don't see any similarity as well. And I think that is also one of the reasons why they're one of the top authors, is because, like I say, uniqueness. They've got that uniqueness in that they're different to each other top-selling author, which means they won't be like second place in colouring books because they're all in different categories in that their designs are all very, very different, whether that be in the cover, the interior, all that stuff. They're completely different designs, yet they all follow that same pattern of branding, creating their brand for themselves. So we've had a look at these different authors and the way they've used their brand to, well, build a business on Amazon. But how can you then distribute this out into the wider world and move further than Amazon and will ultimately make more money and build a bigger name for yourself? So I had a look at these people's websites, and well, what they've done is they've created websites for themselves. So if we go to this website here, this one is joannabasford.com, and like you can see here, she has her own website for herself. And what we have here is her recent, it looks like her book, and yes, is it How to Draw Inky Wonderlands? Yes, it's a guide on how to create her style so she can make money teaching other people how to create her books. And well, as you can see here, she has all of her different books up as well, which you can then click on, and these will all be links to where you can order the book like we saw on Amazon. And then you can also see on Amazon UK, bookshop.org, Barnes & Noble, IndieBound, Books Million, Waterstones, where you can purchase all of her books from. So it's not just Amazon, she's distributed to other well-known businesses where she can sell her products. And she also has her own blog here, which blogs are important because it can make people feel more attached to you if they know a bit more about your life and getting a bit more detail about your life. And this looks like when she achieved a world record for something, which again, achieving a world record will give her some exposure as well. And then the biggest one that I found was that she had her own YouTube channel, and we could find her YouTube channel by going down to this one here, tutorial on 5 ways to colour flowers. So if we click on that, then just click on this. Well, it's a video and it's her giving a tutorial on how she colours her flowers, and you can go and click on her YouTube channel here and it will take you straight to the channel. And as you can see here, I saw that she had 76,000 subscribers, which is a lot of subscribers. And well, what that means is she can then gain monetization, gain money from ads on these videos by putting ads on the videos, and when people obviously watch through the ads, she'll get a commission from that. And also it means she'll gain exposure, because if she gets a video that does very well, gets a lot of views, and we can have a look if she has a video that's got a lot of views by clicking sort by most popular. Well, she had a video that got 274,000 views. Well, that means again she's gaining exposure, getting people more recognised, bring herself more exposure to her name, which then leads to obviously more book sales if that's her primary source of money, which it looks like to me it is, creating colouring books. And it just means she can get people that are watching these videos and then push them towards her website, where she can then sell them courses, sell them books, and sell them even other products, which I think she has. Here, if we go back to her website and then we go on Land, Sea and Sky notebooks, well, she has different kinds of notebooks, not just colouring books, all different types of books. And it looks like she mostly goes in the book industry, but I know people like Jess Valinsky, if we go to her website as well, she was also selling stuff on her Etsy page. And yes, we could go to her Etsy page just clicking on it here, and as you can see, well, she's selling stickers, she's selling cards, like this could be perfect for like Christmas cards. She's selling just 1-pages, smaller colouring books, and you can see all the different products she is selling to people to buy. And again, this is meaning more money. And as you can see, she also has a very nice website. She's obviously got a homepage and showing all her books in shops, that sort of thing, and all her books listed here, which you can then click on, taking you to other websites where you can buy the books, such as Amazon, Waterstones, all of that stuff. And it also has, again, a blog post, an about page about her, talking about her, which is, like I said, important, gets people more attached to you, feel like they're supporting a brand as well, like we talked about in the beginning. And also she'll earn money from obviously going on the news, getting on the news as well, giving her more exposure to her brand, and you can see how it all links together and how these authors have made a massive brand for themselves. And all these authors also have their own social media pages, which people then can go to, maybe get in contact with her and also keep up to date with her. And it's all just having a link back to each other, back to the website, back to the books. And it's all just linking together, really. You can see how there's this whole web of different ways she's brought people together with her business. So yes, basically what I'm saying is, just from creating those colouring books, creating that unique style that you have, finding that style that works for you, finding something that is very individual as well, something that is not seen on the market very often, well, that can turn into creating this brand for yourself, then being able to distribute it onto other websites, and then going on to places like Etsy, selling different kinds of products, and then going on to places like YouTube, showing how you make your books. That's also a great way, showing tutorials on how to make books, because people love tutorials, that sort of thing. Then gaining more exposure. Then this could mean selling a course, like if you've built up a big enough viewing and more and more people are interested, well, you could sell a course for a good amount of money on how to create colouring books and how to draw, basically, because the drawing market is massive. If you can create a course on how to draw, well, it is huge. I know I've wanted to draw, and I've bought courses on how to draw and that sort of thing as well on places like Skillshare and all that. And well, maybe you could be the next one on the news like Jess Valinsky here, which again always brings exposure back to your books. Whew, that was a lot to say. I'm a bit out of breath, and also because I'm excited because, well, you can see from just creating these colouring books, you can create this huge brand making loads and loads of money just from creating those colouring books with that individual style, which is different to the rest. So that is it for today's video, and actually I'm just going to make a little pause here from this video, and I want to talk about a promotion BookBolt has. And if you don't know BookBolt, well, I'll link some videos above, but it's a great software, especially if you're starting out in the KDP business, and it's one of the best beginner softwares out there. And the deal they're giving away is, well, you can get a 6-month Pro BookBolt account for only $59.99 just for that whole 6-month program. And this will also include PuzzleWiz, which is the tool for creating activity book interiors. And also, here comes the big thing, in that 6-month access, in that 6-month plan that you got for only $60 for those whole 6 months, you will also get a private webinar with someone from the BookBolt team, which gives individual help on your KDP business and how to build it. So obviously I'll leave the instructions in the description below, and also you'll get a 20% discount as well if you use the code Rory20 or Mr. Rosa at checkout. So that was just a little pause, and let's get back to the outro of today's video. And well, as you can see, branding is a vital part of building your KDP business, and like I said, taking it to that next level of making some big money. And well, I hope you guys can take something from this, and even if it's just starting out with very little things, creating a logo for yourself, using the same font in all your books, even stuff like that, well, that's still important beginning steps in turning it into that $1 million business, which I know all you guys will achieve. And it may be a good idea having a look at some of these authors on Amazon, seeing if there's anything else you might see in common, and some ideas you can take from them and tips you could take to, well, help you out in any way possible. Because I like looking through all the authors on Amazon, just gaining ideas from them, seeing what things they've done, seeing what things I can then introduce into my businesses, in whatever it is, not just KDP, in YouTube as well. It's a great way to learn, basically. Learning from other people is the great way to learn. That's how you learn. And well, once again, if you enjoyed, smash that like and subscribe button, as it would be greatly appreciated. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Goodbye. And, whoa, I think I must be posting this video on Christmas Eve. You must be posting it on Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas to all you guys. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas wherever you're celebrating it. We're in a position where we're not celebrating Christmas at the moment in the UK, which is really sad, but yeah, it's just depressing a bit really. But anyway, we'll live through it and we'll wait till next year. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.